everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1971 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup is between the Minnesota Twins and the Seattle Pilots at Brainiac Stadium. On the mound for the Twins today is Rickey Clark, whose record is 4-6 with a 4.18 ERA, and pitching for the Pilots is Dave Boswell, whose record is 4-4 with a 4.60 ERA. Okay, so we suffered the loss yesterday, 8-4, to the Twins. Not exactly what we had hoped, coming back off a day off and having this 3-game series at home. That was a bullpen game, and everybody that made it into that game for us out of the bullpen just completely blew up. We did not have a chance to even make it interesting. And that's unfortunate because we've lost, 4 of 6 so far the month of June. Now, the good news is today we have a fun day ahead of us. Not only are we going to play Game 2 of the series, but after today's game, there will be the amateur draft. So right at the conclusion, as the game comes back to the calendar here, it will switch right into amateur draft mode, and we'll be able to go in and begin drafting players to help our team in the minor leagues. And maybe sooner than later, we can start bringing up some of our minor league people to help us out. The only one single thing that we have to do is we have to trade today's pitcher, which is Dave Boswell. So this may be the last game we see him. He does have a limited trade clause in his contract. I want to remind you of that really quick here as we look at his vitals. He will only approve a trade to the Senators, to the Reds, to the Royals, Expos, or Padres. Oh, and Giants now. So there's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 expansion teams in there. And then the Reds, who are in last place, the Giants, who are mediocre, and the Senators, who are, playing pretty well right now anyway. So we're going to have to find a way to sweeten the pot in order to get rid of that contract, because now we are $21,000 in the hole, and we have plenty of time to make up that loss before the end of the year. But it's going to take trading away Boswell and maybe one of our better future players in order to get rid of that contract. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Let's take a look here at our starting pitcher, Dave Boswell. We're going to be short Riddleberger and Dick Hall today. So we're short 2 bullpen arms. I'm not too worried. If Boswell can give us 6, we'll find a way to get through it. And then we're facing our old buddy Rickey Clark, one of our trades that totally wrecked our season last year. The only difference in today's lineup is I'm giving Tommy Agee the day off. He can't hit righties anyway. Don Bosch is batting .250 versus right-handers as a switch hitter, so that gives us an extra left-handed bat in the lineup. Aurelio Rodriguez will make the start at third for the second consecutive day, as we're trying to give Rich Rollins another day off. And Rodriguez cannot hit righties either, but we'll take his defense for today. Let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the Minnesota Twins. Batting leadoff in center field is Jim Nettles. Batting second at first base is Rod Carew. Batting third at third base is Eric Soderholm. Batting cleanup in left field is Charlie Manuel. Batting fifth in right field is the third baseman, Graig Nettles. Batting sixth and catching is George Mitterwald. Batting seventh at second base is Fred Frazier. Batting eighth at shortstop is Leo Cardenas. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Rickey Clark. Okay, Dave Boswell, other than being a highly paid pitcher, he's been a bit of a bust for us. He's making his 13th start of the year. He's 4-4 with a 4.60 ERA. He does have more strikeouts than walks, but you wouldn't know it by the last few starts. He's been walking batters. I mean, look at the difference between last year and this year, the walk to strikeout ratio. I mean, it's almost 2-to-1 last year, and it's 1-for-1 this year. And he is giving up more hits. He does have a complete game shutout. Fastball topping out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is right around 54%. And yet he's given up 13 home runs. So, I mean, that doesn't make any sense. His slow curve is his best pitch, rated an 89, and a fastball rated an 81. Overall rated an 83. The 26-year-old righty isn't a free agent until after the 74 season. That's because I gave him that big contract, which was a huge mistake. Look at the walks in his last 4 starts. 8-4. Then he had 1, which is, of course, great. And then 5 once again. So he's walked more than he struck out in his last 4 games. Okay, we'll take a look here at our defense. Solid all the way around. We got Bosch in center field. Technically an upgrade out there. And once again, Rodriguez at third looks good. Everybody else is solid with SANGUILLEN behind home plate. Here we go. On the day of the amateur draft, we've got Jim Nettles leading it off. A full count and a walk. So, yeah, I mean, the game's pretty much over. I mean, we already know that. Oh, there's a ground ball by CAREW to short. No chance at the double play. No chance. Nettles in scoring position for SODERHOLM. I think he's a rookie, right? Oh, no, he's gotten 200 at-bats each of the previous seasons, so he's taken over there, I believe, officially at third. Wait, that's weird. So Graig Nettles is in right field? Oh, wow, that is weird. So Graig Nettles, has he been injured? No, that was back last year. So Graig Nettles has lost his job to SODERHOLM and is now stuck playing right field when he needs to get in there. Okay, now that we figured that out, Nettles does advance to third of a fly ball to center. And Charlie Manuel, with a full count, pops it up to Rodriguez at third. And we get out of the inning without giving up a run. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at our lineup for today's ball game. Batting leadoff at second base is Tito Fuentes. Batting second in left field is Jose CRUZ. Batting third and catching is Manny SANGUILLEN. Batting cleanup in right field is Joe PEPITONE. Batting fifth at first base is Rose SKIDMORE. Batting sixth at third base is Aurelio Rodriguez. Batting seventh in center field is Don BOSCH. Batting eighth at shortstop is Jerry DaVANON. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Dave Boswell. Rickey making his 15th start. You'll see, if you need to be reminded, Rickey Clark made 8 starts for us last year, got injured for the rest of the season. We managed to pawn him off on Minnesota. At the end of the year, he made 1 start. Did he get injured again? No. He got injured 3 times for us last year after we made that deal. We also got Aurelio Rodriguez in that deal, so we can't be too upset about that. But overall, a huge bust. This year he's doing better. He's 4-6. He's made all his starts. A 4.18 ERA, more walks than strikeouts. And opponents are batting .240 against him. He has a very high ground ball percentage. Does not have a fastball. But the 2 pitches he does have, off speed, a sinker and a curve, both above league average. Overall rated an 87. The 25-year-old righty is a free agent at the end of next year. I want to point out his health is a 61. So he is due to get injured any day now. He had a bad run of 6 out of 7 losses. Then he got the win versus Washington and a no decision versus the Indians, I should say. Okay, let's take a look here at the defense. Yeah, Graig Nettles in right field, not good. Maybe we can get a couple extra base hits in the gap. Everybody in the infield is excellent, and behind home plate once again is MITTERWALD. Here we go, Tito Fuentes leading it off. Everybody's healthy on our team and well rested. Fuentes with a ground ball to short. One down. Next man up is Jose CRUZ in a huge slump. He did have an infield single yesterday. Down to 257 after that fly out. And Manny SANGUILLEN, there's the gapper. I knew that was going to happen. SANGUILLEN with a double, his 13th of the year. And we've got a runner in scoring position for PEPITONE. PEPITONE does lead the team in RBI, but unfortunately he's only batting .207. 0-1 count. And a blooper in the center field. Get down! It's going to be caught by the center fielder, Jim Nettles. And we go to the top of the second. Here is, wow, Graig Nettles leading it off. Graig with a G, don't call me Craig. Fly ball right field, all the way to the wall. Tracked down by PEPITONE. One out. George MITTERWALD strikes out looking. First K for Boswell. Boswell should be considering every start a feature for other teams looking for a starting pitcher. That's not going to help. But that is typical, the old poo-poo platter. A strikeout and a walk. And then the strikeout. Fantastic. We go to the bottom of the second. SKIDMORE batting .311. He went into a micro slump and pulled himself out of it. He's hit the left. I think Skidmore's, he's got to play every day. And, all right. We're going to try to sack bunt to get Skidmore over. Rodriguez good at it. It's a comebacker to Clark, though. Skidmore is safe at second. And good job getting 8 pitches out of that at bat. Before he, wait, was it? He had a full count, and he still kept bunting. There should be a way out of that. If the pitcher gets a full count on a batter that we've chose to bunt, at full count he should be swinging away, protecting the plate, whatever he's got to do. You shouldn't just be locked into that. It doesn't make sense. And Bosch puts us on the board. It's 1-0. Good job by Bosch. I think Bosch is going to get the center field job over AG versus right-handed bats. Stealing second, only a 69% chance. We don't know how true that is, because considering we can't allot any money for our coaching, for our scouting. DaVANON grounds to first and moves Bosch over. And maybe Boswell can help his own cause. 1-1. Weak ground ball to second. That'll do it. Pilots jump ahead 1-0. Go to the top of the third, and Rickey leading off. Wow, scorches it to left field. Right at the left fielder, CRUZ, 1 out. And that one gets dumped over the third baseman's head down the left field line. Nettles with a double. Only his second of the year. His second double in 170 at-bats. Okay, runner in scoring position for CAREW. This is a tough man to get out. Slicing it, and it's 1-1. All right, great job, game. SODERHOLM strikes out. So you know Manuel's going to get walked, right? Of course. It's just the way the game is designed. And then one swing of the bat will put it out of reach. Oh, a strikeout as he dropped that curveball in. I mean, it's good to have one elite pitch like that to at least help you get out of those jams. Of course, that was self-inflicted. We go to the bottom. The third game is tied, and Tito Fuentes tries to sneak it through the right side. Oh, it's an error on the second baseman. FRAZIER, I believe he is near the bottom defensively at second. That is his 10th error of the year. But he's got his defensive WAR is a 1. So his defense has basically won them one game this year. And his range is incredible. So you can make some errors at second if you get to a bunch of those. Let's see if we can give him some unearned runs. Wild pitch from Rickey by Rickey. 4th wild pitch of the season. And now we're going to go on contact, assuming CRUZ can come through here. Comebacker to the pitcher. Fuentes is out to plate. Yep, I knew it. It's the only way that works. Anytime you have a runner on third and it's a comebacker, it's an automatic out. Again, these are all signs that this game is a guaranteed loss. And a line drive to first, double play to end the inning. Yeah, so this game is over, which is just a real pisser. There's MITTERWALD with a comeback. FRAZIER with a home run to make up for that error. It's 2-1. 14th home run by Boswell, a ground ball pitcher. CARDENAS flying out the left center. And Clark striking out. Joe Pep. Wow, we are just bad right now. Help is on the way. I hope help is on the way. Yeah. We're done. Another leadoff hit from a guy that can't bat 230. PEPITONE making the catch at the wall. Surprised that NETTLES doesn't tag. That's the game's go-to move when it wants to be a dick. 6 strikeouts for Boswell. He's overdue for a walk. That's a ground ball to Rodriguez. That'll be out number 3. Bottom of the 5th. Here's DB. How is it that they can crush home runs with our 350 alleyway and we never hit home runs? Ooh, DaVANON walks. They are pulling third base in. That is a good move. Let's see if Boswell can drop it like it's hot. Back to the pitcher. Oh, it works. Okay, so that worked. That's our second sacrifice today. Playing some small ball. And a base hit. DaVANON, will he score? He does. 2-all. Good job by Fuentes. Fuentes is really the only leadoff hitter that we can get to do anything in that spot. We killed CRUZ's season by putting him up there. And AG never had anything to offer this year. All right, here we go. Top of the 6th inning. All tied up. The game is letting us think that we have a shot. 7 strikeouts for Boswell. 107 pitches. So this will be the last inning. Can he get Fred FRAZIER? Just went deep. The ground ball is short. That'll do it. Okay, bottom of the 6th. Let's get a run here and let Dave Boswell have a chance to get a win. SANGUILLEN walks. Now you know you're a shitty pitcher if you walk SANGUILLEN. That is his 5th walk, but I think all of them have been in the last 20 games. All of them, with the one today. Well, we got a hit and run here. Stay out of the double play. PEPITONE hits into the most double plays in the American League. And with the catcher on first, You got to attempt it. Sanguillen moves over. Let's see if Skidmore can come through. 2-1. Fly ball to right center field. Who caught it? Graig Nettles with an 82 arm, but that's for a third baseman. Nope, we don't want the third out at third. We will give Aurelio Rodriguez a chance to come through. Full count. You putts. We got two righties here. Let's see if Boswell can come through. That was his really one chance. Cardenas popping it up. The pitcher will bat, Rickey Clark. 0 for 2 with the strikeout today. Oh no, come on. Okay. This is the last batter either way. We're going to give him one shot to give it 7. Get that ERA down. He's out of there. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to bring in Perinoski. Not just one Noski, but a pair of Noski. And you'll see that he's not been horrible. But it's lefty on lefty, and that lefty is Rod CAREW. We will guard the line so Nettles doesn't score from first on a double. I don't even know what to do anymore. CAREW popping it up. Fantabulous. Okay, Don Bosch. We're only a couple innings away from the draft. That is exciting. Don Bosch! That's even more exciting. Well, you know, I'll put Don Bosch in the middle and the draft even higher. But Don Bosch, second home run of the year. Only schlubs hit home runs at this point of the season. We'll take it. Third strikeout for Rickey. Perinoski coming out of the ball game. Rich Rollins coming in as a pinch hitter. He had those 3 home runs the first week of the season, has not hit a single home run since then, and is in a huge slump. Oh, he'll take a walk. I'll take it. Keep working that pitch count up. Over 100 pitches now. Fuentes with a ground ball to third. Hard to believe Soderholm may be better defensively than Nettles. They get the force at second. And here's Jose CRUZ. Well, pulls it into right field. That's going to get down. Does it get to the wall? It does not. Sending Fuentes to third. And Manny Sanguillen. Give him a shot here to drive in a run. Oh, for a second I thought he was going to walk for the second time in the game. Okay. We're going to do some defensive replacements here. Out comes JDV. In comes Belanger. Pepitone will go to first. And AG will come in and play right. And we need a pitcher. It's got to be lock him down, Ron Locke. It's going to face a righty and a couple lefties. I mean, all of our bullpen arms are under 80. So the fact that we're having the success that we are is sort of a shock. Okay, Soderholm, he's got big power. Got to keep it away from him. Keep it away. There we go. One out. Here's Charlie Manuel. Stupid. Everybody who's a lefty will get on versus lefties. Oh, maybe let's go around the horn. Come on. Oh, we had that top level D in there. Okay, well, we're going to make it to the 9th inning with the lead. That is something. Rickey Clark still in the ball game. We stayed in this one long enough for a chance to win. Let's not hold our breath. Tommy Agee just absolutely stopped hitting. And Aurelio, another offer. To the ninth. And then we have the draft right after this. Let's bring in Wayne Granger. The lone Granger. George Mitterwald leading off. There's a ground ball in the hole. Belanger gets to it, making the play. Fred Frazier. That's a home run today. Wow. Ropes it into right. I thought they were going to give him an automatic double for that. We do have to guard the lines. Cardenas. 0-2 count. And that'll get the runner to third. No, I guess it's... Oh, no! It's the killer! It's Harmon Killebrew pinch hitting. This could be the ball game right here. And the game is tied. And the game is over. So was that 6 straight batters reaching base after bringing in the closer. Bases are loaded for the second time the inning. That's it. We'll wrap it up and get to the draft. Hey, Don Bosch, have a game. Are they going to give us 1 run or 2 runs here? Some junk runs. Nope, not if you're Mark Belanger. So what does that do for Granger's ERA? Oh, he's well over 4 again. All right, well, I guess it's DJ. All right, Twins win 6-3. Okay, let's do the draft. This is what we're all here for today. Amateur draft. From the players menu to view available players. So we have the 5th pick. It's automatically going to start, and it's going to do the first 4. Now, if you watched our end of the month of May video, you know that there's some big names in this draft, including Keith Hernandez and George Brett and Jim Rice. Frank Tanana's in here. Any of those players could still be available at the 5th pick. So let's take, and you always take the best one. I don't care if you've already got someone at that position, which we don't. Here we go. So Dave Bergman is the number 1 pick. Okay, let's take a look at this real quick. Dave Bergman, top pick, first baseman to the Padres. That's stupid. Congratulations, you're dumb. But maybe they don't have the money to spend on scouting and that stuff either. I don't know. Ed Putman to Montreal. Also a ridiculously dumb pick, I should say. Frank Tanana, that makes sense. Frank Tanana goes to the Cubs. He's the best pitcher, I think, in this draft. And then good old Roger Slagle. He exists in this world, too. I'm sure you remember him from our Tigers series. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of decisions to make here. All right. Amateur draft. Let's go ahead and look at the scouting. So we got George Brett. Oh, I like that a lot. We've got, going down this list, is Bruce Sutter. Don't really care about that. Maybe later in the draft if he's around. Where is everybody? remember, like, this is based on our scouting, which is flawed right now. There's Tony Armas. Where's Keith Hernandez? There he is. Hernandez is way down there. They got him all screwed up. Let's see. Jim Rice is supposed to be on here. Larry Herndon. I love Larry Herndon. Yeah, I don't like it when it's out of order. There's Jim Rice. They think he's somewhere during the middle, bottom of the options. I mean, for me, it's Jim Buckner, not Bill Buckner. Okay, so for me, it comes down to, of course, Rice, who plays left field. We already have CRUZ there, which doesn't mean it much. We have Dave Parker in right coming up very soon. Let's see. His contact, well, let's just look at him, right? It'll go faster after the first round, guys. Here's Jim Rice. Not quite there in the power, not quite there in the gap power. Contact is good, eye, speed. I mean, defensively, they've got him terrible. Now, is this accurate to the game based on our scouting? Or is he just shitty? Like, that's what we don't know, right? And then we go back to the top, and we look at George Brett, 1975 card, awesome. Contacts at 93, power's not there yet, gap power's not there yet. Great arm at third. Defensively, he could already play. Good fielding. Range isn't so hot. I think we got to go George Brett. And if all the other people are duped on Jim Rice, we just get Jim Rice next round. Or Keith Hernandez. Or I don't know. We'll see. But I'm feeling pretty good about George Brett. I don't think there's any doubt that it should be George Brett. Now, the only other thing that I don't know is what has this game done with pitchers. So we're just going to rank them here by pitching and look at the names for starters. I mean, none of these guys gets me excited. Candelaria, but he doesn't have a very good endurance in this game. Larry Christensen would be an option. I mean, Frank Tanana was really the best option. And Rick Rhoden, I like Rick Rhoden. I have no problem with that. He just doesn't have a fastball. All these other guys are just schlubs on schlubs. Schlub on schlub violence. Yeah, there's nobody else. So there's only two starters to choose from. I guess logic would say get one now if you really need one. But you know what? I think we got to go George Brett. So let's go back to scouting. And Georgie B. And we are drafting him right now. Boom! I mean, come on. That was a no-doubter, right? Let's take a look here. All right. So Brett goes to the Pilots. Frankie George. That's a real person. Look at that. He's got an old Coca-Cola card. He goes to the White Sox. Jose Baez. Remember him from the Mariners. Yeah, there he is. Then we have Paul Stevens. Never heard of this guy. There you go, Julio. Anita Paul Stevens. Oh, did you give me Paul Stevens? And I didn't switch it yet. Hang on. I think I forgot to add Paul Stevens. Yeah, I did forget. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There he is. Thank you, Julio. All right. So there's Paul Stevens and Roy Howell going to the Royals. Good defensive third baseman, and this game doesn't respect him. Ivan De Jesus, all glove, no hit. Shortstop, going to the Pirates. Bob Pate, we love Bob Pate in the other sim. using the same card. I think this guy must have played for 1 year. That's a 1981 card. We're in 1971. That's crazy. But he's in the game. Ted Barnacle. Good friends with SpongeBob. Yeah, he goes to the Red Sox. And you see him in the White Sox uniform. Then we've got Larry Parrish, former Tigers manager. Terrible manager. And he's on the Angels. That's a good pick. Kevin Paisley. Kevin Paisley's on one of those 78 Topps cards. The one with, not the one with Lance Parrish. I'll find that card, Julio. I know it exists. Rafael Landistoi going to the Cardinals, second baseman. Steve Davis. This is the Steve Davis. This card was made especially for us by Jeremy DeYoung, and we're going to use it in this game. So very cool. He is on the Senators. Don Reynolds. There's Harold Reynolds' brother on the Mets. Mel Jackson, no relation to me. He is camera shy. Shortstop going to the Yankees. Nick Leva. Oh, we need a card for that guy. And Don Pisker. All right. Joe Pittman, actually on Houston, drafted to Houston. That doesn't happen very often. Blair Stouffer. Don't have a card for him. He goes to the Orioles. Nino Espinosa to the Dodgers. The Dodgers will make him a great pitcher. Sheldon Mallory, right fielder, to the Padres. So this is round 2. Gene Richards, left fielder, going to the Expos. There's Hawk. And we've got Quisenberry to the Cubs. And we've got Bo McLaughlin going to the Tigers. That means Jim Bob Rice is available. Now the question is, do we want Jim Bob or do we want Keith Hernandez? All right, let's look at Keith Hernandez here. Where is he at? Keith Hernandez. A 91 max. Of course, he's a good contact hitter. Not a lot of anything else just yet. Defensively, the game, I mean, he's only 17 years old, right? So he doesn't really look great defensively, but he's got the 82 fielding already. So that's something. And we need a first baseman. We already have a left fielder in Jose CRUZ, which, you know, I mean, who knows what his contract's going to be like by the time, you know, he's ready to, by the time Jose CRUZ is ready for a new contract, Jim Rice might be ready for the major leagues. You know what? I think we got to go Rice. And if Hernandez is there in the next round, we take Hernandez too. That would be amazing if we got everybody that we wanted. And Rice is so far down the list. Maybe we gotta take Rice. And if Hernandez is there next time through, then we go Hernandez. All right, Jim Rice. We got Brett and Rice, 2 future Hall of Famers. Oh, I forgot to take the commissioner mode off. Oh, that would be fun. Is if we got 26 people viewing this and everybody picked a team. Maybe we do that next year. Or we let whoever's available, you know, like Freddie could pick for the Mets. That would be interesting. All right, let's. Come on, game. Sorry. We're gonna pick it up here in a minute. Okay. Wait, do I still have to pick for the? Do I still have to pick for the White Sox? Sorry, let me just figure out what's happening here. Is that where we're stuck at? I guess I have to make a pick for the White Sox. I just wish I could phone a friend right here. All right. All right. Well, what's the highest ranked player available? Danny Goodwin. 93 rating. That's who the White Sox are going to get. That's a good pick. In this game, he's excellent. Just not defensively, which is why he's a DH. Okay, so the White Sox will... Wait, what's going on? Okay, hold on. Let's save this. So it doesn't get screwed up. We don't want that to happen. Yesterday, in baseball card news, a 1975 Dave Roberts card. Dave Roberts, the #1 overall draft pick that we gave away his Topps contract with the autograph on it. He had a PSA 10 card, and it sold for $33,000. It was the only one rated a 10. Okay, so let's figure out what's happening here. How do we move on from here? Do I actually have to go as the White Sox? And go to the amateur draft. I've never had this happen before. I guess we shouldn't have messed with the system. Okay, so let's damn it. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's the White Sox. Okay. I guess we flubbed that up. All right. So what we'll do is we'll pick for the White Sox. It'll come back to us. We'll go in and take the White Sox off, and then we'll be fine. All right. So we got to pick for the White Sox, and we already decided we're going to go with the best player available, which is Danny Goodwin. Boom. All right. Sorry about that, folks. I gummed up the works. Okay. Now we go in, league, editor, yes. White Sox are now computer, done. I will, yes. All right. All right, anything of note? So we've got Jim Rice. Did anybody get Keith Hernandez? Christensen went to the Giants. Candelario went to Minnesota. And Tony Armas went to Baltimore. Tim Corcoran going to Montreal. So we can go get Keith Hernandez. That's what we're going to do. We're getting everybody we want. Where is he? I don't even see him. Oh, there it is. Okay. Keith Hernandez. That's a no-doubter. Boom. We got a real good team coming up. All right. Highlights from this round. Rob Wilfong went to the Royals. Tommy went to Minnesota. Francisco Barrios. Phil Mankowski went to the Cubs. Jim Gantner, that would have been a good pick for us. Okay, we got a third baseman, a left fielder, and a first. We got 2 corner guys. All right. Let's see. Now we're getting down to the Drick. Juan Eichelberger had one really great year in the majors. This is scouting, right? So the best player available is Dick Davis, who in our Tiger Sim was actually pretty good. 91 contact. Just can't really play defense. It's a possibility. I don't have a problem with that. In 2 more years, the DH will be available anyway. Rick. Lynn Jones, that's a good 4th outfielder option. We've got... There's UL Washington. Possibility. He could hit 10 home runs. Charlie Moore, good defensive catcher. And Biff. Oh, Larry Herndon. Okay, we love Larry Herndon. How could I not take Larry Herndon? He can't play anywhere else. But he could be a DH. I mean, we're really stacking the left fielders. Oh, and Cromartie. Again, they just don't give him the arm here in this game that he had in real life. Fudge. I want Larry Herndon, but that would just be redundant. There's Rodney Scott, a second baseman that we could use. Tons of speed, not a lot of anything else. He might be a good last pick in the draft. Bill Bone. Let's see here. Is there anybody else other than Rodney Scott? There's Barry Bunnell. We like him. We just keep scrolling on down. Gary Christensen. I hate that guy's face. Yeah. Okay. So, not a lot to choose from. Let's look at Juan Eichelberger. How do you like your burgers, Eicheled? 4-pitch pitcher. A peak of 87. Endurance, not great. Control barely exists. I mean, that's something he probably would improve upon. Juan Eichelberger, we probably should get a pitcher in there. This is tough. Do we go Eichelberger or do we go UL? Good speed. I wish like they were already defensively ready. Charlie Moore. Again, they don't really respect him. I want Larry Herndon. I mean, you know what? I think I'm going to go Larry Herndon. The only thing I want to look at is are there any center fielders that are quality? Bassetti, Bunnell, and LaRue. All right. Oh, Sixto Lezcano is available. Right fielder, can't play anywhere else. And who has the most power left? Dick Davis. Oh man, Dick Davis. Damn it. I mean, I think actually Dick Davis would help us in the future. He's got some pop. He's got good contact. What more do you want? Look, there's nobody else here that has that kind of combination. Oh, that's what we're going to do. We're going to take Dick Davis. All right. Drafting Dick Davis. That you know, you can set up and just got to talk it out. Okay, 5th round. All right. Now well, let's see who got drafted. Oh, there's Eichelberger, damn it. And there's UL. Chris Knapp. This is where all the middle infielders went this round. Billy. RB. Fred Kualua. All right, let's take a look here at if everybody's going middle infield, I think we got to take Rodney Scott. Rappin' Rodney. Do you remember that when Rodney Dangerfield did Rappin' Rodney? He gets no respect. I think just from the name Rodney, and I can say he gets no respect, I think that is more than cause. Right there. I think we go Rodney, and then we go center field with the last pick. But we need to get a middle infielder, so we're going to go ahead and draft Scott. Gary Woods is gone. Let's see. Has Herndon been taken yet? How am I not going to take Larry Herndon, even if he doesn't pan out? He might just be a 6th round great trade option. I haven't missed anybody, right? No, we're going to go with Larry Herndon for the final pick. Let's see if we can find him. Let's see here. Larry Anderson. Larry Herndon. Boom. I mean, you never know what happens. We don't know. Larry Herndon might be our starting left fielder for the rest of eternity. And that'll do it. Okay. So let's take we got a bunch of stuff here to do to wrap this up. So Herndon, Sixto went to the Reds, Al Woods went to Cleveland. Brian Kingman made it to Houston. And Bo Diaz is Mr. Irrelevant. All right, let's take a look at our roster. Wow, we got 2 tired players for tomorrow. We just stacked our defense here. Look at this single A. Look at that. Brett, Rice, Hernandez, Dick, Rodney, and Larry. I don't know if I've ever drafted 6 hitters in one draft, not having any pitchers at all. We got Dave Parker. Look at all these guys. Dan Meyer's got a 96. Yeah, it's our scouting. It's all jacked up. All right. Very good. Our pitchers still look rough. Wow, we don't have any pitchers. But maybe we could trade, someone from left field to give us a pitcher later on. Okay, let's go ahead and put a bow on this. Oh, a tough loss. I already forgot what had happened, but now I remember, and I'm all sad again. Just a big well of emotion Take a look at the standings. Well, we stayed out of last place. And headline news, Brainiac baseball, 3-hitter for McNally. Transactions, we know this, but we got to look at all types. We accept all types here. Oh, there was forcibly retiring a bunch of people so that all of these players could make a roster. Was there anybody else that got injured? I think we already knew this. Wait. Oh, there's a trade! What? There's 2 trades! Okay, this is very confusing. Let's, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Okay. So, we have got Rickey Scheinblum going to the Phils from Houston. Wasn't really doing much. And in that trade, Ken Forsch goes. Wait, he goes to the Yankees. I'm confused. Oh, Houston did 2 separate trades. And it's out of order. Okay. So Scheinblum goes to Philly for Jim Hutto. Hutto. Astros. Okay. Nobody cares. That's a nobody cares deal. And then Ken Forsch goes to the Yankees. That is BS. Like, they need another good pitcher. In return, they get the clap. Terry clap, that is. You use 2 hands to clap. You get 2 Ps. Okay. Let's... Wow, there's a lot going on today, guys. Bear with me. It's the longest video ever made. And then I want to say Al Montreal might have been an injury that we missed. Solid for the Orioles. Okay. We go to the bottom, and we had all of these retirements. Bill White, Gene Oliver, Woody Felsky, Jerry May, John Bateman, Pedro Gonzalez. Jesus Alou is retiring at age 29? Oh, yeah, we tried to make a thing out of him last year. Wow, okay. Oh, Jerry McNertney. He was our MVP in our first season. Oh. Well, didn't happen for Jerry McNertney after he left the team. George Thomas, and then some catchers. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Maybe next year we, for members or something, we give away a team of your choice to draft in the draft. I think that would be fun. Don Bosch, player of the game, 3 hits, including a home run, getting his average up to 290 and solidifying center field over AG. Boswell pitched well, but that wasn't, that wasn't meant to be. Wayne Granger came in and gave up 6 hits and a walk, wild pitch, I believe, in there. And 4 runs later, the game was over. I mean, the game was over in the first inning, honestly, but Rickey Clark gets the win. He's 5-6. Tom Hall gets his 10th save. All right, that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow, play another game just under an hour. Until then, everyone, have a great day.